live there. So that's awesome. I can see us over there. And just give a couple more seconds here. All right, and we'll go chat there. Okay, cool. So, let's get started, and I'm going to share my screen. If anybody has any specific questions along the way, feel free, put them in chat, raise your hand, let me know, and I'll do my best to stop and answer those questions. And yeah, other than that, we'll just go through and I'm interested to hear what industries you guys have. And one of the things that we're going to be able to do is put these into this whole system into different loyalty snapshots for you guys for different industries. So I'm just going to jump in right now and kind of go ahead here. So with loyalty and rewards is I think there's so many different niches and different ways that you could set it up. Like I said, one of the things that we want to definitely get finished up here is some industry specific snapshots, which is going to make it as easy as possible for you to roll things out. Now, before if you're just setting this system up, say you're setting it up as a service or for your clients, one of the things that we want to figure out is how what pieces of this system do customers need. So what we've put here is a document together with the different modules that we have right now and the different ways you can kind of lay it out. But then also we started just kind of saying, okay, restaurant, pubs, event venues, we know we can do loyalty points, check-in for points, promotion manager, VIP club. We can add those different modules in and make it easy for you guys to sell. Now, there are definitely core features of a loyalty program that you can put together that will make it easy to sell, let me say. So I always like to come back to the idea that there's three different ways to make money in your business and or help your customers make money. It's so we're either going to get them new customers. We want those customers that they already have to return more often, or we're going to get those customers to spend more when they come in. And I think loyalty and rewards are a great way to do all three, especially when you combine referrals in there. So we can get customers to keep coming back, or we can get new customers to come in from referrals. People who already love, know, trust us, they're going to go and refer their friends, family, and people that they know to come to the business and be incentivized to do that because we can give them points that they can then redeem for different bonuses, products, services, whatever it is within that business, right? Now, we want those customers that we already have to return more often. And that's a good place where we have the VIP list where we're sending out SMS messages, text messages, and reminding those customers to come in. And we can also, again, with loyalty and rewards, we can incentivize those customers to come back more often because people can earn points and people love earning points. They absolutely love it. I love earning points. I've got a bunch of loyalty cards that I'm subscribed to, and it's to businesses that I love going to already. So if I'm going to go to that business, why not earn points, right? And more retail businesses are rolling out point systems because they see the value in generating their own list of customers and then being able to market to them at any time versus relying on social media. So building a loyalty and reward system, especially with some sort of VIP subscriber membership thing, is a great way to have a captive audience that you can continue to market to bring those customers back into your business or your customer's business, right? And then we want the customers that we already have, we want them to spend more. And that is and using like promotions, using offers, using stuff like that can bring those customers in more often. But by incentivizing them, we can get them to spend more too, especially if you can roll out a system for your client where you can give them points based on how much their transaction is, based on, you know, how many times they've checked in. We can also roll out stuff like buy 10, get one free. So we want to incentivize those customers to come back more often. We want them to buy more, because the more they buy, the more we win, the more that they win, right? They're going to get product, services, and stuff like that, points that they can use to redeem for different rewards, any kind of rewards that you can set up inside your system. And we're going to go through how to set all those things up. So not every business, I don't think, is going to use all three kind of avenues of the loyalty and reward system, which are primarily like referrals, the promotions or referrals, VIP club, and the loyalty card. So we might want to pick and choose which systems we want to include in the industry that we're rolling out. And so kind of the goal for today is to look at your industry, and then how can we kind of set up this system for your specific industry. I hope that makes sense to everybody. And you know, I'm not so good at doing these things where it's like, hey, if that sounds good to you, give me a number one or a thumbs up, but I'll say it. you can include it in the chat there. Let me know. So yeah, let's go through this. So what I've laid out this document here, and we'll put it into a PDF, and I'd like to also set it up as a way that it's something that you can give your customers when they first become onboarded with like your SaaS, so that as you're onboarding them, they get a really good idea of how to set up their points. And it's not just setting up points, but it's like, what offer do you want to offer? And I think that's where we can kind of get a little bit in the weeds with setting up a loyalty and reward system, because if we're just doing a punch card, I mean, that can be simple, right? A punch card can be something like, hey, buy 10 loaves of bread, you get your 11th loaf of bread free. But when we get into a system where we have multiple different rewards and stuff, we want to put a little bit more thought into it, so that we can yeah, I will send everybody a copy of this document. I'm just going to finish up a few things with it, and after the call today, I'll make sure I send it out to everybody for sure. So that's why we built this, is so that you guys will be able to take this and have a really good base of how to set up your system. So some of the questions that we want to ask in the beginning here are, does our industry benefit from referrals? You know, so again, restaurants can benefit from referrals, but how do we get, it's not really a work with us, right? It might be, if they're going to do referrals, it might be something like a party or something like that. You know, hey, we want to host our party at this thing. Oh, go to these people, they were great. You know, but we can also set up referrals for, say, a restaurant as join our VIP club, refer people to our VIP club, and then you can earn points for that. For different industries, say for roofers, electricians, stuff like that, home service people, they definitely benefit from referrals, because they're always looking for new customers. And if people know, love, and trust what they do, they can earn points for referring those people, especially using the commercial side of this reward system. If we want to have a commercial, we have the reward system set up, the referral system set up in two different ways. We have a residential, a B2B or a B2C side, and then we also have a business to business side. And so the business to business side, you can think of it as being like an affiliate program, or a program you can roll out for local influencers. And local influencers might be something like the coffee shop down the road, you know, or other industries or other businesses that are complementary to the business that you have. So Chandel and I have owned a number of hair salons back when we lived in Saskatchewan a few years ago. I guess it was probably over 10 years ago now. But Sandel was a hairstylist for 20 years, and with our 3 hair salons, we were always very focused on customer service. And one of the things that we always love to do with like a loyalty, or not really loyalty, but an affiliate kind of influencer system was we would have our staff go out with cards at the time, because this was almost it's almost pre-social, not pre-social media, but we're talking about like 2007, 2010, 2012 kind of thing. But we would have our staff go out with cards, and they would go to local breweries, like local bakeries, coffee shops, any kind of place where our customers were already going, that um we knew that they were frequenting those businesses. Like, so in, I think, Russell Brunson's book, and I don't know if it's Traffic Secrets or the very first one that he rolled out, was he just talked about, you know, going fishing in the right pond, right? If you're going to go fishing in a pond that has no fish, then, you know, you're wasting your time. So go to the place where the fish are. So we would send our staff out to go to complimentary businesses, to the hair salon, and deliver a handful of cards that they could write their name on, their business name on, and give those out to customers who came in, because they'd be like, oh, hey, get your haircut done at this Avrada Hair Design. And when those cards came in, then we would know that we could give that business either complimentary haircuts or whatever it was, services or product, because they were referring customers to us. So we can do the same thing with the referral system that we have now, and treat the residential side as one way, which is the business to customer. And then we have the business to business side, which is again dealing with those affiliate, not affiliate, but influencer type businesses in your community, which are complementary. So we have those two sides that we can set up. I hope that makes sense. How you would set, or why you would want to set that up. The reason why we have two different sides to that, with the one talking to residential or just business or just regular customers, and one for talking to like influencer businesses, is that a typical residential customer or consumer may only refer one or two people, maybe three people, over the lifetime of their business. And really, in any business, you're only going to have two or three of those customers who are fanatically referring people to you. You know, they're the ones who absolutely love you, and they're out there referring more people to you than everyone else. And there only might be like 3% or three people out of 100 who are actually doing that. So what we want to do is incentivize the other 97 people to refer more people. And the way we do that is we can give them more points for doing that. Meanwhile, we have the commercial side, which they might have access to hundreds of customers. And simply just from people coming through their door and maybe handing out a card for your business, or having a QR code that they can scan, they can get referral points from that. So when we originally thought of this whole idea, was that influencer business or a complementary business has access to hundreds of people that they're seeing all the time. And so maybe we give them a little less points, just because they're going to get a ton of points on volume that way. And then for the residential side, the regular consumers, what we're going to do is we'll give them more points, because we know that they're only going to refer, you know, 3 or 5 people throughout their lifetime as a customer, even if they love what we do. So that's why we have the two sides. Other than that, they function exactly the same. And they use the same back end and everything. So that's where that's where I went with a little tangent with this. So so here are the questions we're going to ask: is does our industry benefit from referrals? Again, you have to just think about what kind of referrals they would benefit from. So would your industry benefit from a loyalty punch card? Now, again, a roofer isn't going to benefit from a punch card, so no point in rolling it out for him. But a bakery or a coffee shop might work perfectly for them, you know, or some kind of retail business. Can you offer points to customers every time they purchase? And again, it depends on what type of business you have. And really, with high level, this is the other thing, is can we integrate with their point of sale system? lot of point of sale systems are almost completely locked down. However, there are a few that have APIs. We've integrated with Square. We've done a few things like that through Zapier. So being able to see if you can do that, or if you guys are offering if you guys are doing sales directly through High Level using High Level's Stripe business or system, then it makes it easier to give points every time based on how much that person spent. So can you offer points to every time a customer visits? So by having a customer check-in, I've seen a number of loyalty systems that started out, you get points per transaction, and they switched over to you get points every time you visit. So a notable one here in Canada is we have Tim Hortons, which is a fast food coffee shop kind of thing, drive through, and they originally started out with their point system. They originally started out giving points for how much you purchased every time you came through, and then about 6 months later they switched to you just get a certain amount of points every time you order, and it doesn't matter what you order. So now this brings me to back to that other question of the point of sale. Can we offer points on every time they purchase or on how much they spend? And that really depends on the point of sale system that your industry integrates with, or what your customers are using. So it's definitely possible, but just thinking about that. So would your customer benefit from a VIP program, restaurants, breweries, event venues, retail establishments, places where we have customers coming back more often, and we don't mind giving discounts or offers to get people back through the business or back through the doors? That's a great reason to roll out a VIP program. And so this ties into the VIP program. Do they have promotions that they can offer their customers, whether weekly or monthly or whatever, to get people back through the doors? That's another VIP program one. So I hope that's all making sense so far. If I need to slow down a little bit or change things up, please let me know in the comments here, because I would like to just stay on, make sure that I'm making sense as I'm going through this here. Okay, so Sean said I'm doing good. I appreciate that. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, for sure, please let me know. So it brings me to the next part here is and this is just, again, just going through some stuff to think about. Oh, it looks like I spell better, but just things to think about when we are setting up these systems. So here, just some questions to answer, and then here is kind of a module thing where I did put together a checklist of pieces that we could use inside the system. Now, inside our loyalty and rewards, we do have the referral system. We have the point inside of the reward system. We have referrals, we have loyalty cards, and we've integrated promotions in there as well. So those three pieces are in there. You basically just need to turn them off or turn them on based on your industry and how you want to see people using it. So now here's the buy 10, get one free. Are we going to use loyalty? I have these two at the top here. So option one is, you're just using the loyalty card on its own. That's a digital punch card. The buy 10, get one free. Every time the customer comes in, they have their QR code, it gets scanned. And oh, I just got a note saying that there's people in the waiting room. I don't know if I see that. I just want to make sure everybody's in here before I go ahead. I think I got that. I got everybody. Okay, so you can have the loyalty card, right? Or we can roll out loyalty points, which are a little bit more robust. You have more options with that, because they can earn points and then redeem those points for rewards, reward items. Whereas the loyalty card, you're basically saying, hey, buy 10, you get your 10th coffee for free, or you get your 11th coffee for free. Loyalty points is you can just earn a bunch of points, and then when you accumulate 5,000 points, you can redeem it for this voucher, or you can fill out this high level form and get this next thing. So, or we can do a combo type thing, which I've talked with a number of people about doing the loyalty card. And then instead of at the end when they get they buy that 10th item, maybe we give them 10,000 points or something like that. Then they can then they can go into their loyalty system, and then they can see how they refer people, and then how they redeem for any number of items within that business. Or maybe they just choose to keep those points and then, start another punch card and start over from scratch and earn another 10 punches that they can redeem later on for something of more value inside the business. So those are the three kind of the point systems that we have. Yeah, so cards, points, or a hybrid. And then I don't know if somebody had a question there, or if I just heard someone. Okay, so I'll keep going on here. So the request for referrals and give points for referrals. Do we want to do that? Again, that goes back to here. Are we going to use referrals? Do we want to use commercial referral partners? Think affiliates or influencers. Are we going to use what our industry benefit from coupons, events, birthday offers, promotions manager? If they're going to do in-house promotions via QR code, pay-per-click ads, Facebook, social media, or print QR codes, or birthday promotions, we can do all that. And that's basically using the promotional manager. I did put digital punch cards here, but that is the same thing as loyalty cards up top. Oh, what is found the optimal price point for? I'll answer that in a minute. I'll just go through this list here first. So we can do the check-in for points, or we can do a two-tiered rewards points. So the cool thing that we set up in this system as well is a two-tiered reward points system, where the referrer of a customer can also earn points every time that customer earns points, if you want to set it up that way. And a good example that we've used in the past, and Chandel really loves, is in the fitness industry. So if you have like a buddy program where you have people referring their friends to come in, and then telling that person, that referrer, that, hey, you get points every time your friend comes into the gym, you kind of have an accountability system where you keep those customers coming in because they're earning points, and then their friends are earning points. Their friends earn points every time they come in, and every time, because you referred them, you're going to earn a little bit of points as well. Now, you can use that for coaches. You can use that for anything that you want, and we have that set up in the system, and I'll show you guys how to roll that out in a little bit here as well. As we're setting it up, I'll show you exactly where you can find it and how you can customize it for your industry. So and then one of the things that we're rolling out right now is digital gift cards using Tango cards. That's not entirely live yet. We do have it being tested by a couple agencies right now. And basically, we just created an integration into Tango cards. And when people hit, either they can go into the back end and redeem points for a reward, or you can give them a Tango a card based on when their video testimonial is approved, or when they really any kind of thing that we can track through high level, we can give a card for. So that might be like a $35 Amazon gift card, or a $5 card to Starbucks, or something like that. Those are things that you can roll out. And the reason why I like Tango cards is because it allows you to manage all of your accounts and sub accounts in one setting, so in one system, so you don't have to log into multiple different reward systems to be able to handle those cards. You can create all your customers in there. So that'll be another training that we go through on how to set that up and how you can roll that out for your business. But it does give you a good option down the road here for if your customers are, like, say, a roofer or something like that, and they're like, well, what kind of rewards can I give out for a referral, or what can I give away for a referral? You can say, okay, well, we can roll out, these gift cards so that people can use those. And then we also have the give points based on transaction amount. So if there's any other ideas that people have of different ways that we can roll out points or use the referral code, because I'd love to hear from you. Any thoughts or ideas that you have. I'm going to answer Martin's question here. You know what? We have different systems that we roll out. So, for example, if we are running ads for a customer and using the VIP system with a loyalty card, we may be charging them $6.97 to $9.97 a month for rolling that out, but we're also doing ads for them. Now I think you can set up the same kind of ads using something like UpHex, where you can help them automate that type of stuff. But that's we have a number of clients that we're charging $6.97 for just for a doing promotion manager with a VIP club for restaurants. We're charging typically around $2.97 a month, $2.50 to $2.97 a month, just for that. So they get access to the system, they get the promotions set up, they have access to the promotions manager, and then they can send out SMS messages to all of their customers. So we have a number of them paying I guess that's 297 Canadian, but I mean, I was just talking to a restaurant client the other day, and they are just a franchise that we're looking at talking with, working with, and they are paying 220 a month, and I'm assuming, I think that's US, just for access to an SMS platform, and then they're paying 1.3 cents per message or something like that to send text messages from that system. So charging a couple $100 a month, $200 to $300 a month for a system like this is pretty simple. And I mean, you can go up higher than that based on what kind of pieces that you want to roll out. If you want to have a VIP program with the loyalty cards and giving them points, yeah, you can be anywhere from, I would say, 197 to like 497 for it, depending on the volume of customers that they have, and what industry it is, really. I've talked, yeah, going back to restaurants, I was talking to one about 6 months ago, and actually they came over to our system. They were paying, I think it was $1,200 a month. Some of that included ad spend, but the business was simply running one Facebook ad to a promotion for that customer and getting people to sign up to their VIP list and loyalty program. That way, they didn't have a loyalty program; they had a VIP one, so they brought it over. In a franchise situation, do you charge per one location or price for all locations? I would charge per location. You might want to have. I would probably charge per location. We worked with lots of franchises in the past. Before COVID happened, actually, we had about 50 fitness studios that we were working with, and we were doing all their marketing for them. Then COVID happened, and that thing completely died. But I think it depends also on the way the franchise is set up. So some franchises are set up where what do you call it? Corporate headquarters or whatever is going to manage all their marketing and everything for them, and a lot of those franchisees pay into that marketing pool where they're going to do marketing for them. So it might be through corporate headquarters where they're going to handle it all, and then I would still charge per location that you're doing it, unless you can work out some deal, but I would still base it off of the number of locations that they have. I don't think I would just give them like a 297 for all your locations kind of thing. I like what you said there, 297 or John said 297 for the first one and then 97 each additional one. You could totally do that. And if it was a franchise one, might even make it a little bit more expensive than that, to like maybe 197 each additional one. They save $100 per location that they're signing up. So I mean, it's something I've also found that working with franchises, depends on what franchise, who the owner is of the franchise and how they have it set up. They might try to get you to lower your price a lot, saying, hey, we're going to bring you a lot of customers because you'll be working with our entire franchise kind of thing. So give us a really, really good deal. So just think about that. when you're rolling it out. We worked with a couple of franchises like that, and but we also worked with franchises that are like, this is wonderful, yeah, we'd love to roll it out, and then they have no problem rolling it out at whichever price. So one of the franchises I was just talking with, I think they're working with Lightspeed for their POS system right now, and they were saying they were doing some switch up or something like that, and they were going to pay, they wanted to charge them an extra $1,000 a month per location for the PO, or I don't know if it's $1,000 a year, maybe it's an extra $1,000 a year for the POS system that they're using. So they're not opposed to spending, but just taking a look at what that business is. And if you get into a franchise that's like home service contractors, all that kind of stuff, they definitely have, they if they're a franchise, they might have, you know, a lot more money that they can throw at some of this stuff for building out a loyalty program and referral system to get more customers in. It really, I think it depends on how knowledgeable they are and how much they value getting their past customers in through the door. So I would definitely take a look, but I would start at around probably minimum like $200 a month and then go up from there. Um, Okay, so Carrie just asked a question too before we go through this. Continue on. He said, I see you had commercial referrals, bullet points. Can you go in depth on how you track the commercial referrals? I have a meeting with clients in 1 hour and a half, and can you track referrals for his B2B efforts? He offers businesses unsecured loans and wants to onboard B2B sales reps and complementary industries to have their customers fill out an online loan application and pay them commissions for funded loans. Yeah, so the commercial referral side works exactly like the residential referral side. We can just offer them different points. And if you are doing referrals that way, if we wanted to set it up with a point system, you could set up a commercial referrals side, give points for those customers who sign up there, and then they can redeem those points potentially for different points values. Now, you said he wants to give a commission based on wants to onboard others. Yeah, commissions for funded loans. So I think we talked earlier, and I think the what I would do with that one is it's a little bit harder when I guess when you're doing that. So I would give them potentially points per funded loan. You would have to figure that out. That gets a little bit more complicated than saying, you know, hey, you purchased this kind of thing. But you could potentially figure out a points per dollar per loan funded and then offer them points based on that. And then they could either redeem it, or he could just keep it internal and then give them, you know, write them a check for the commission based off that. But we could definitely track it that way. And I think that's what sets our system apart from, say, what High Level already has with their affiliate program, is that we can offer points and everything for things outside of just making a sale through Stripe, right? So for example, you have, yeah, so if this has, we would just have to figure out, and we can work together on this, is just figure out how we what we do with those points after they redeem them. Maybe we just have different values where they can redeem them themselves, or after that transaction comes in, we can follow that transaction and say, hey, you earn points for all of these different things. And then even if you just changed points to 1 point per dollar that the person earns, you could probably throw it in there and then have some kind of redemption, or your client themselves could go through and just manually redeem those points and give people dollars for that. As long as he was able to put the commission amount into High Level and give points based on that, you could totally do that. And in our back end, I'll show you here. I'll just jump over here really quick. Is under points leaderboard. If the customer is in here, you can click to just give them points. So if, like, let's say for example, he finished, if we just consider points per dollar, so let's say they earned, $500 in commission, you could just go here and give them 500 points and track it that way, and then say, that would be their commission that they earned on that. That's one of the ways that I think that we could do it. But we can also come up with a couple of other ideas as well, I'm sure. Yeah, so yeah, we can definitely track that. So I would have, since you got a meeting here in an hour, let me just talk about that really, really quick. Is the person would come into their dashboard here, or they would log into their login screen. They would go to their dashboard, and then they have the earn rewards portal here where they have all their links and everything that they need to refer friends. They could refer friends through there. Let's just see here. So inside here, you have their referral link. They can copy the referral link. They have a QR code that they can share out, and they can actually just put the name of a friend that they want to refer right through there, or they can share out on social media. So there's a bunch of different ways that they can get the referral link out there. And anybody who comes in through that, so like if we click on this link, it's going to take us over to this page, which is just says work with us. And you can customize this to look however you want. And now anybody who shows up there, it's going to tag this referral ID in there. And now that person is going to show up as a referral lead inside of our leaderboard here as well. I forget where I put it, or it's right here, referral leaderboard. So yeah, if you have a talk with him, you can have the person, any new referrals comes in here, and then those people are going to show up in your referral leaderboard. And then under this, so it'd be tagged under, so for example, if I refer them, they'd be tagged under me under leads, and then they would get points for that. Yeah, I'll give you the links to the demo pages here, and um you can actually, here, I'll just give you this, and you can actually go through the demo system here, and then you can make whatever pages, you can make whatever screenshots you want out of that. Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, you have access to all those things so that you can share that for your meeting. Okay, so I'm going to jump back. I don't know if anybody else has any questions right now before I jump back over to this document here. The next thing I'm going to go through is just a couple ideas for different specific industries, and then we're going to jump into setting this whole thing up. Okay, so Courtney says two questions. I obviously see how the loyalty reports program can work for restaurants. Does anyone have any insight how other niches could benefit from this program? I'm going to go through that right now. And what is the price point others when selling the program, considering just allowing the client access for action versus actually managing their program? Again, I would start off at 197 or 297 for it, and get customers in there that way. I don't think that's an unreasonable price at all. I had a really good chat with a somebody who built a different loyalty program that was being looked at by DoorDash, and he said typically people are selling it for about 350 per month. 350 per month. And we were talking about just pricing models for like the software side of things, but what he said was primarily he's charging 197 a month for the software, and then an additional $50 a month per location that the person's added on. They weren't in high level, as a different system, but what he said was most people are out there selling the loyalty and rewards program for $350 a month on average. And then, so let's to answer your next question, let's go into that right here. So the next question is like, what kind of what pieces would we put together for these different ones? So let's talk about here. We got, and then maybe Courtney, let me know what your um let me know what industry you're thinking about and we can cover that specifically. And then CJ says, is that funnel part of the loyalty program we have in Smart Scripts, or are we making our own? Yeah, all the funnels and everything are all available through the loyalty and reward system. It's all built for you. You can go in, customize it, change graphics, change logos, do everything that you want in here. That is all part of the system. So it's all set up for you. And then as we go through and we create these different niche specific snapshots, it'll be more geared towards what industry you're in. So maybe we'll make like first we're just finishing off the restaurant and rewards one, and then we'll go into different industries here for like hair salon, spas, stuff like that. But home service contractors. So just let me know which industry you're in. And oh yeah, for 350 a month with reputation management, absolutely. Not a bad not that's perfect. I wouldn't see anybody like balking at that at all. Yeah, like I don't have a problem selling this like around here for 225 a month. Nobody has a problem, but we do have clients that I have paying 350 a month, and we do promotions and reviews for them. So we know that when somebody comes in, submits, and then gets redeems a coupon for their business, that we can send them out a review request 24 hours later, or 6 hours later. Okay, so here's some brainstorming that we have done just on this, and then what we would see. So restaurants, pubs, event venues, I would do like the loyalty points. You can do the check-in for points too. We have it set up in here. So we have a under sites dashboard and registration. Here we have a check-in tablet display at front desk. And this is a whole check-in system. The person can just go in and put their phone number in, and then they can earn points every time they check in. So that's perfect for restaurant, fitness, anything like that, there where you just want somebody to check in because they're coming by frequently, and we want to keep them motivated to keep coming in. So every time they come in, we give them a little bonus, right? Um, there's that. And then we have we refer a friend to, now a restaurant. I wouldn't do necessarily or refer a friend to the restaurant, but I would have you could set it up for a refer a friend to the VIP section, become a VIP member, join our VIP club, have people referring their friends that way, and give them points for that. I think that's a no-brainer and just a way to grow their subscriber base. Now, for fitness, refer a friend is great. And I really like the idea of the two-tier reward system with that as well, because one of the things with a fitness studio or gym or anything like that is trying to keep people motivated there as well. So if you have people referring a friend and they know that they earn points and they get notified every time their friend goes to the gym, you just earned a point for your friend showing up to the gym. That's pretty powerful in itself. And then they can earn, say maybe they earn 5 points for showing up at the gym, and then they can redeem those points for swag. They can reward. Lots of places have smoothie bars, stuff like that. So, if you earn 1 point every time or something like that, or get 100 points and you get a free smoothie or something. So I would do the refer friend, the check-in for points, the two-tier reward system. I think that'd be awesome. And then commercial referral partners is super powerful for gyms as well. So yeah, commercial referral partners is super powerful as well. Again, the complementary businesses, right? You have a gym, the franchise that we all worked with, when they're doing their grand opening. So I'll give you a little backstory about that. Is we were, I think Chandel went out and did like a Boss Babes kind of like chat one day at a local business thing. And at that time, we were working with tons of real estate investors, coaches, consultants, stuff like that. And after she did her talk about marketing, somebody came up and said, "I need to work with you. We're opening up a yoga studio, and I need some help." And then we're both like, Chantel came home and she was like, "I don't know, a yoga studio, like we're charging these other people like 10 grand a month to do their stuff. Like, what's a yoga studio gonna do if we're gonna drive traffic and stuff for them? But when we talked to them, they were part of a franchise. They had opening offers. They had a bunch of different stuff, giveaways, all different kinds of things. So we started working with them. And one of the big things of when we were working with them was going out and reaching out to all the complimentary local businesses and giving them free passes and everything to come try things out during their free opening week. That was a big part of what we did. A ton of social media, and then we also drove traffic through Facebook and Instagram to that business. And from doing that, their grand opening month, they did over $100,000 in sales for that first month. And we got a call from the franchise owner saying, "What the hell did you guys do?" That like blew any of our grand openings away by like 2.5 times, you know. So we ended up doing that over and over and over again for quite a few years, really, until COVID happened. And then literally we went from like 40 clients, 50 clients in the studio space or fitness studio to zero because they all shut down for 2 years. So we had to switch and pivot, and that's when we found high level. So having commercial referral partners or those other businesses in the community that can refer customers for you and you incentivize them and give them points, gold, right? So let's go down home service contractor, roofers, electricians, plumbers, solar, landscape design. These are like the big ticket things, right? That are going to be one off. Um, talking to people, I mean, getting referrals for that from happy clients in the past. You know, you also want to do like reviews and all that kind of stuff. And I would cover that too. But today we're just talking about like loyalty and rewards. So referring a friend for that is huge. You know, somebody who's super happy with what you've done, but also commercial referral partners, other contractors, subcontractors, um, realtors, mortgage brokers, because there's tons of people buying a new house and then they want things renovated, changed, all that kind of stuff, right? So rolling out a referral program for them where those other people can either earn commission or loyalty points or whatever it is. They can earn points that they can use towards different jobs, or you know, they can print off a voucher for, you know, $500 for that referral that came through. You can do it that way. And then again, and obviously everything's tracked through the leaderboard. So home services, repeat customers. This is more similar to like retail and restaurants and stuff like that. Again, we can give loyalty points. We'll start off with the loyalty point thing. We can give points per service every time they get their lawn cut, every time we come wash their windows, everything like that. We can do the refer a friend. Oh, I put it to the VIP club because I think I copied it from restaurants, but definitely refer a friend. We also have commercial referrals in here as well, is huge for that industry. Two, giving points to new customers. So I refer a friend. We give points to a new customer as an incentive. And now one of the examples I have of that is one of the companies we worked with is they have carbon cleaning business. Get a friend referred to them, and then giving free time solution said from one organizational nerd to another, this SOP is amazing. So thank you. So this is where I think you need to start with the loyalty program though, and loyalty and rewards is just kind of understanding your industry and which pieces make sense for that industry. So this is where my mind went, where we're like, can we go do a in-depth dive on loyalty and rewards? It's like, well, we need to start where you understand your industry, right? So, yeah, so home for repeat customers, right? Commercial referrals, give points to a new customer. Again, the example, carpet cleaning. We have the system set up right now that if you have a referral, that person who gets referred, they also can earn points when they go to the work with us page. They can earn say 800 points or something like that, and then you can use that to give them a free bottle of carpet cleaner, or you know, something that would make sense for, you know, landscape maintenance might be, hey, you get I don't know, some weed eater or something like that, or like some I have no idea. Window washers, you might get stuff that they can put on their windows, or pressure washing, carpet cleaning, things that maintenance stuff that you would normally sell as retail anyways. You can give it to them as a bonus for signing up rather than giving a discount. Now, one of the things we always talked about in the hair salon industry was that we tried not to discount our services that much, because then people just assume, or like they expect discounts all the time. So giving them some kind of retail or something like that in addition to what you're selling from your core service is a better idea, because they're just not expecting you to discount that service that you're spending hours on, right? Courtney said, oh, he was just approached by a guy who manages an RV park. Yeah, so an RV park. Depends on, I think so. Courtney, I'm potentially about to start working with one in Florida where they own 34 more across country. We've talked with a number of RV parks and chatted with them too. I think we'd have to think about what you could do for them. You could definitely RV park, yeah. I mean, you could 100% do referrals out there for them as well. And now with the RV park, if they keep coming back, or if it's just one of those places where they pull in their RV and they stay there for a few months and then move on, um, different things that way. I wonder what kind of incentives that you could give from an RV park perspective, because whether it's long term, short term, um, that kind of stuff. But I think referrals would work for them just as a starting point. You could do a loyalty card. You could do a loyalty card and just like stay 10 times and get something for free. You could do something like that. Um, uh, yeah, stay here 10 times and get free showers. I don't know. You could do a bunch of different things with them, just thinking about what they could give away. And I think again, that's why we're going over this, is to think about what pieces that we want to put in here. So so I know we have a couple dog groomers who are using this system. We've got coffee shops, bakeries. I know there's one agency for sure working with smoothie shops and MLM businesses. So that's kind of cool. Again, these ones are you can do loyalty points, you can do check-in for points, you can do the promotions manager, VIP club, and you can also do loyalty cards in there as well. Buy 10 get one free kind of thing. Buy 10 or 5 get 1 free. uh to, 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 to. Could this program platform be used? So Michael asks, could this platform be used specifically um, as a joint venture program to allow the customer business the ability to track and build their joint venture program as a standalone service? Joint venture as in like real estate, or as in affiliate marketing, where or in what sense would you have a JV partner? Um yeah, in what sense would you be having the joint venture, I guess? Because there's a bunch of different I would say there's a bunch of different options in different industries, and I think they treat joint ventures a little bit differently. Yeah, so I think JV partners is exactly what we're talking about with commercial referrals, commercial partners. Um, I think that's pretty much exactly what we're talking about there, is using the commercial referral program. You could use that as a JV partner service. I think so. I think that would make sense. Um, yeah. So I think you would have them subscribe. You could have them sign up. You can give them points for every referral that comes in. And again, talking as like from an affiliate marketing standpoint, where somebody is out there. So give you an example, working with a client where they're using the commercial referral side of things as their, let's say, JV, or influencer or whatever. What they're doing is they're going out and finding local influencers who and then giving them free products and services, and having them test out or whatever. In exchange, they're giving them free services for a video and for some online marketing stuff, with their own referral link that is through the commercial side, so that they get points and everything every time somebody refers. So you could definitely do that. And again, having the commercial referral side doesn't mean you just go after like one little business or something that you worked with. You can reach out to a ton of local influencers, no matter who they are, give them their own referral link and have them refer customers to you. That's the whole point of the commercial referral side. Just different names for it, right? Yeah, you could totally do it as a standalone service for businesses to build out their network. You could totally do that. I think probably need to do a little bit of customization to like the looks of things and then decide which things we want to turn on and off. But yeah, for sure, you could totally do that. With that, have somebody up. You can even have, we even have it in here that we have an application where, for the commercial referral side. So we call it commercial referral side, or B2B, our commercial partners. Here, inside here, we have the rewards application where they're going to apply to be a referral partner, but then also, oh, sorry. We also have just the commercial referral page. So they're sending people to this page here, to refer a friend kind of thing. So that's the refer a friend. That's commercial referral side, but they can also log in to the dashboard. Where did I show you that earlier? So they can also log into the dashboard. And what it'll say up here, instead of earn rewards, it says commercial earn rewards. And then it says the name of the business up here, which could be the person's name as well. And then it has a referral link and everything there. That is, so Courtney just asked, is there a way to move people through different levels by the amount of points they earn? Yeah, so not yet, but that is definitely something we've been talking about. Hey, you're a gold member. Hey, you're a VIP member. Hey, you're a platinum member. That kind of thing, based on how many points that they've earned in their lifetime, kind of thing. So their lifetime points, based on that, you can give them points. So we could totally do that. And just hasn't been implemented yet. I think we just talked about it. I think it was in December that we had a good chat about in doing the rewards program, the rewards levels. I love that idea. I think it's such a great idea. And going back to like trainings from Dan Kennedy and stuff, he always talked about people just love to get those little rewards and everything like that. So I know High Level has released that kind of thing for their affiliate program, and it'd be simple to roll that out here too. And that's something we can put, let's say even next month, we can get something like that rolling for sure. Oh yeah, you could do annual points as well too. So we would have to look at that, but I think everything's tracked, so it wouldn't be hard to see how many points they've earned annually, and then give them rewards based on. Sure. Okay, so let's go down just here's, so I want to talk about one other thing here. So yeah, dog groomer, retail coffee, any kind of like ongoing repeat business, tons of stuff that you can do for them because they've got customers coming and going all the time, right? So easy to set that up. And one other niche that we haven't, like, nobody really talks about, but I've set it up for a number of them, is the coaching systems, coaching businesses, talking to coaches and giving them a loyalty program to keep their customers engaged. Cool things through High Level, you can give them points for completing courses, you can give points for watching videos, you can give points for signing up for training and registering for different things. Anything like that, we can give points for in the system, because we don't just have like the referral levels, and we don't just have that. We have the ability to give points for anything that you can put through High Level, anything that you can think of, you can give points for inside of the system. So any action that you can get a customer to take, and you can feed it through uh, an automation, a workflow, we can give points for that. I mean, even clicking a link or whatever. And they just high level just did their, I don't know if they just rolled it out or if it's coming. I think I saw it yesterday where they said we can now do like a trigger for a page view. So if somebody that they know lands on a page, we can give them points for doing that kind of thing. So yeah, we can totally gamify. That's the whole thing is where we want to go with this too. But just setting up the foundation and the start of the whole thing. So that totally makes sense. I want to point out in here too, when I send this to you guys too, we also have this, which is, I would say 80% done right now, but it is a flowchart overview of the entire rewards program, kind of as it stands now. So I'll give this to you guys and you guys can go through this as well. It just talks from coming in, which way you want people to go. We got commercial referrals up here, going through the back end, redeeming vouchers, and it kind of gives guide and information on that. Then we'll have stuff over here about the loyalty card, exactly how that works. And then we'll actually have to build out the promotions a little bit more because there are new things that we can do there as well. So that is that. I'm excited to get those to you guys. And yeah, okay. So now that we've gone through like coaching, I think there's so much you can do with coaching. One thing I would love to be able to do, and I don't think we can do it yet, is getting customers to engage in a group. If they can engage in a group or on a post or something like that, give them points for that. That would be amazing. So we can keep going that way. So do 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 do. Sean asked, can the system manage the points as they are added on and also subtracted out when the referral cashes out with the rewards? Is that a no? Everything's automated. So everything is automated. They get their points when they're referred in there. They when they redeem points through our dashboard here, their points are automatically subtracted for them. Um, Anything that you do through high level, if you use the webhook, it'll automatically be added to those customers. The only thing we have set up that was the only thing that we have set up that was manual is if you just want to do it manually here. So, for example, there's people who move there. There's a couple different businesses we talked with who have moved their customers over from old systems to our system, and they want to be able to go in and manually give points because those customers already had points in the old system. So they were just kind of going through there. But you could also, if you wanted to be like, oh, I'm going to give James Bond 1,000 points for just being 007 kind of thing, you could do that if you want to. Just kind of thing. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, expiration of points. So Constantine just said, looking forward to the expiration part of of points. I think we come up with a good system, being able to expire points to just incentivize customers to keep coming back. I'll touch on that later. That might be something we build at the end of the training here, but I'll show you how to do it, and it'll be included in the snapshot. And if we don't get it to it today, I'll definitely add it in there and show you how to do it. I think basically we're just going to create we're going to create a workflow that has a 6-month timeline. We add customers to that with a bunch of different little triggers along the way, and then we'll if they don't redeem their points by the end, then we'll just expire them for them. So we'll see how that works. So point values. These are the number of point values. So when we're going to set stuff up, so we just want to have an idea of how many points we want to give customers. And I do have another document here, which I'm going to share, I don't think it's in there. I think it's a Google Sheet. No, let's open that up. I'll find this here and I'll share that in there too. It's a breakdown of points and how you can set up those points. I thought I put a link in here, but let me just find it. And then I think then we're going to switch gears and we're going to go into setting up the system from start to finish here. So let me check for points. I'm going to put that in the doc as well. That's it right there. Okay, so we have this system here. I want to show you this. It is a Google Sheet, which basically allows you to come in here and say how many points you want to give for your customers. So let's say you want to, you can really just put whatever value you want in here, $10, and we want to give, 10,000 points per $10. So that means it's going to be, 1 point. So 1,000 points per dollar kind of thing. And then that'll show you here how many points you can give for different things and what the value is of that. So you can come in and play around. So referral points, say we want to give, if we're talking 1,000, I like doing that. I like having it set up so that you're giving them 1,000 points per dollar, and then it's like, oh, I've got $100 in there. I've got $100,000 worth of $100,000 worth of points. I think it's just fun to bump it up like that. So let's say, yeah, let's say we have $100,000, 100,000 points. That's $100 that they can then redeem. I like going bigger numbers than smaller numbers personally when we're doing the reward system because people like to see big numbers. That's what I would do, but I'm going to include this in the document as well so that you guys can go around and make a copy of this and play with it later on to kind of figure out how many points you want to give for your different systems there too. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So after we figure out how many points we're giving, I broke these up into commercial points and B2B and B2C points. Here again, I would do for JV or affiliate points, I would consider giving points based on the volume of those refers. So just how many points that you want to give them for, they could potentially give a lot of points again versus somebody who doesn't have some points. I am going to mute somebody because they are, I wonder where that's coming from. Oh, John here. There. Okay. Okay, cool. So if you guys are good with that, I don't know if you guys have any more questions. Are you cool if we CJ, yeah, you can totally change the colors, layout, everything like that of this entire system. The funnels are all built so you can change it however you like. Just you'll want to leave our custom code sections in there. But yeah, there's been some crazy layouts that others have built with using this backend and updating it for their own brand, for their own style. So not really the funnels, but the menu link. Oh, like so for like the leaderboard type thing, is that what you're talking about right here? I don't have it set up so that you can change that. I could potentially make it so you can change the header of it, but I don't have it set up for any of the other for you to completely stylize this part here. Yeah, you can change all the wording you want. The only thing that if you want to change the menu items here, let me know so that I can make sure it's set up in our backend because we have some scripting that changes these based on what the words are. And that's the only way we're able to do it for now. But yeah, just if you want to change that, just let me know. Yeah, I will send out the docs that we have here. And also put it in training too, so you'll have access to this whole thing. That's why we're building this out for you guys. So yeah, no problem. If you guys have any more questions, let's spend a couple more minutes answering questions on this part of the training, and then I'm going to jump into setting the system up so that you guys can use it. Okay, so I don't know if we have more questions coming in. I am going to start on this. So, part of the training that we have inside of our backend is about bringing in the loyalty program, loading in the snapshot, and then getting stuff set up there. So I'm going to assume that you've gone through at least the first part here, and you have your Smart Scripts dashboard set up here, and then you can see rewards. You should be able to see rewards, promotions, loyalty cards in your backend for sure. And from there, if anybody has any questions, all snapshots have been moved to this link here for all of our systems. So that you'll see get snapshot on any of our programs here. This one's here, download snapshot. You can see the different snapshots there for that one. All of them are there too. So I know in one of the reviews trainings that we had, it said we were sending you an email with the snapshot, but we've moved the snapshots over to this here. And if you want to access any of the other trainings like loyalty and rewards, they are accessible here. Custom values updater there if you have that. And then the Smart Scripts training takes us over to our membership portal, which we might actually move all this training over so it's all in one spot. We were kind of playing around trying to figure out which way would be better for doing that. So to start off, I think I'm going to jump over here into sub accounts, and I'm going to start with creating a new sub account for our customers. So after you have the Smart Scripts dashboard set up, okay, so you have this. I'll do this again. So after you have this system here set up, you can go to rewards and you can click on get snapshot. That's going to import it will be the latest one. I haven't put the latest one. I just refreshed it this morning. So the one I'm going through in the training here will be in there shortly. Click on get snapshot and that will load in there for you into your system. So it'll ask you to import. So now we're going to go over to sub accounts. Oh yeah, you'll see it. If you're in snapshots, you'll see it under import snapshots there, but you don't need to access that right now. So let's go to sub accounts. I'm going to go create a new sub account. And I am going to go, you would normally go to import snapshots and you would see the referral one there. I'm going to go to my own snapshots because that's it's our own snapshot. So I'm going to go over to Smart Rewards here. I'm going to click select and continue. Now I'm just going to add an account manually here and fill out the information really quickly. So let's go rewards new January 2024 demo. So I'm just going to set that up and then we're going to go for my address here. So if you guys want to send me anything nice, you guys can always. There we go. This is going to be clear now. And we're in Canada. There. And time zone is going to be PST. Okay. Oh, P1W. Oh. Oh, it's a phone number. Okay, so just setting up. So that's the first thing, getting that account set up. Now, if you're doing SaaS will go through and set that up. And I do have another training inside of, where is it? Let's go back to agency view inside of Smart Scripts. If you want to automate the setup of adding those accounts, go to webhooks, add smart locations, and I have a whole training on here on how to automatically set up those accounts if you're using SaaS. It will go out after SaaS creates the account. It will go find the account. It will grab the API and location ID, and it will automatically add it to the systems that you want to use. So there's a whole training about automating the onboarding process that way too. So it authorizes everything, loads snapshots, do all that kind of stuff that you want to do. Okay, so um, because I've selected a snapshot when I set up this account, I should be able to switch over to the sub account right now, and we should see things loading in there. Okay, so we're seeing funnels here. So next step, after we have that sub account created, and we set it up there, what we're going to do is we're going to go to rewards. And then we're going to add a rewards location. So we're going to go and find the new location that I just set up there and click update. This is going to authorize that sub account to use the new system and or authorize the new sub account to use this system. And again, if you use the webhooks there, it'll automatically set it up. I'm going to turn all these on for the sub account as well. So what these do is this is going to just in our leaderboard here. I didn't add the leaderboard to this account yet, but in the leaderboard. So the thing with the leaderboard, that is one manual step that would need to be done because you can't automatically do it unless you have your agency set up so that everybody sees the leaderboard. We'll just have it that way. So this just turns buttons on and off in the leaderboard. What I'm going to have to do is go over to settings here, custom menu link. You can send people the leaderboard and they don't actually have to access it from their backend if you don't want. They can access the backend leaderboard outside of high level as well. If you just provide them the leaderboard link and they don't have to get it in a custom menu link if that's something that would hold you back from that. Or you can just have it always the leaderboard turned on, rewards leaderboard for all of your sub accounts. That way, I wish there was an easier way to automate that step of it. But right now it is manual. Just make sure that leaderboard gets turned on for that sub account. So now if we go, this is the rewards new January, we will see the leaderboard here. Let's just refresh. Here because we just added it to there. Then we're going to go back to the Smart Scripts dashboard. And this is just reloading this page. Let's try to access that again. There we go. So now we see the leaderboard we added in there. We got points, manage redemptions, settings, all that kind of stuff. So now inside of our reward system here, again, if this is already all set up, that's cool. We're finishing up an onboarding form as well, which will fill out all the custom values for your customer. You can send them there and it'll basically take them page through page, page by page to set up their custom values. But what we're going to do right now is just go this way. This is the rewards January 2024 demo that we just set up. We're going to hit set custom, click on custom values. And this is going to take you to a custom values page. So this is if you're setting up this system manually. So there's a bunch of different questions that we're asking our customers when we're getting stuff set up. And I noticed that there's just kind of like a little funky little thing right there. But I went through last week and we made some updates to this so that it was easier to fill out. And we put this down here so you know which piece each one of these things updates inside of our system. Now, we're doing the same thing with the onboarding form. So when you're taking customers through that onboarding setup, they'll be able to fill out this information on their own through high-level forms, and it will have the same kind of information here. It'll explain to them what we're doing. So this is going to be rewards demo. We're going to fill that out. We're an awesome demo system, an awesome reward system. This is going to show up on the referral page. No, because I don't have the onboarding form completely filled out, finished yet. So Let me go to onboarding. I'll show you what it looks like here on the front end. But I will get that to you next week. Just I want to make sure that everything is working in there properly. So we do have an onboarding form, which is going to have all the custom values here, and you can send your you can customize the look of this page. It's going to take them through 8 different pages, asking them each one of these. So I also set this up. I'll show you. Two, I don't think you guys necessarily need this, but I can send it over to you as well and put it in the training. This is just the custom fields for rewards onboarding here. So these are the custom fields that we're filling out, and this is how we've broken it down in training. So we have the business setup, email settings, rewards, bonuses, what they're giving away for different things, social media settings, reward points, loyalty cards, admin settings, and then the QR code settings at the end. And you'll be able to go through and remove any fields that you don't want them to fill out. But we're just putting everything in there right now, and then it's using our custom values updater scripts and stuff like that in the back end here to update the stuff. So you can have that part of your onboarding. As soon as somebody signs up for SaaS, you can send them over there, have some videos, have some information about it, welcome them to the system, ask them to start getting set up. And if they go through 2 steps and they don't fail at the third one, it's going to send them an email 24 hours later, reminding them to go finish setting up their third step. So this is the business description and what we do. So primarily this is the biggest part of setting up this system is going through and filling out this information, and that's really a big part of the leaderboard. So we're going to try and make it so that it's as easy as possible, and I value all feedback that you guys can provide. So this is a reward system. From email is the email address that we're going to send emails from. So this is, I'm just going to do rewards at thinkbigstudios.ca. From name, it's going to be Jason Orban. That's where it's going to come from. Clients, patients, customers, we have this in all of our systems. It's for workflows or for like the workflows and messaging. Just because if you have a doctor, they're going to call their customers patients. If you have retail location, they generally call people customers. And then if you have like an agency or something like that, they're going to call their customers clients. Coaches call their customers students, kind of things. So we're going to throw that in there like that. Then we get into like new customer gifts. So this ties into the repeat customers referral after somebody signs up as a was referred to us. Do we want to give them something to sign up if we're even using that section of the system? So we're just gonna say free water bottle here. Yeah, water bottle for fun. Points to new customer. What you can do here is this can actually, you can give them points when they first sign up or when they first become a customer. Give them points so that it's kind of incentivizing them to go in and check out the loyalty system. So we're going to give them 500 points, and if we looked at 1,000 points per dollar, that'd be like 50 cents kind of thing. Points to new customer commercial. Again, so now we're talking commercial versus B2B versus B2C. So filling that out. I think that's where it stretches things out because we have the same kind of points values for those 2 different systems. And if you're not using the JV side, you can literally just leave those blank and it doesn't matter. Or I like calling it the JV side now that you said that. I enjoy that. So okay, so offer for referral. When you refer a friend, you will get 1,000 points you can use toward any of our products or services. There we go. Offer, referral offer details. And this is kind of like the terms and conditions kind of thing. Terms and conditions of the referral offer kind of thing. Limited to one person kind of thing. I'm just going to put that in there so it just makes more sense there. Referral conditions. Maybe that wasn't it. Maybe this is the referral conditions right here. Oh yeah, okay. So this is kind of like when you refer a friend, you will, this is kind of like the referral offer title. This is the referral details. You will earn 1,000 points. So this one here would be refer a friend and earn 1,000 points here. And then this is kind of like the, maybe we'll make this more clear as well. You earn 1,000 points. You can use use to award any of our services. And again, this would be it'd be a great idea to come up with niche specific, industry specific referral ideas and stuff. I remember when Groupon first came out and they were calling people, getting people to sign up for their stuff, they had specific promos and everything that they said, you should run this, you should do this, you should do that. And I think as agency owners, a lot of customers that we talk to look to us for that advice, right? They look at us as an authority, and because they don't necessarily know what they want to do or what they should do. So remember that when you're setting this kind of stuff up and you're talking to them or helping them out, whatever, you're an authority on it. So giving them, I think you should run this. I think you could run that. This is what really works. Even if you don't know, giving them some advice on different kind of referral programs out there or what they can offer for first time referrers, new customers, that kind of thing, will be really valuable. And I think as you grow within your industry, and you get more familiar with what your customers have and what they can offer, it's easier to throw out those type of bonuses, right? I hope that makes sense. So Courtney asked, what happens if you leave an offer section blank? If you leave this blank, it's either just not going to show up on the page here. So if you have a referral offer, all this stuff is going to fill out information for here under earn rewards. Okay. So refer a friend and earn 2,000 points whenever a friend, family member, or contact book in to use us, kind of thing. We've got referral information here. Have to take a look exactly what gets updated there, but that's going to show up there. And then there's also a refer a friend page where this information will show up too. So it just kind of shows up on these pages here so that you can convey that information to your customers without having to go. I'm trying to keep people out of funnels, right? So you can go in and design it and stuff like that. But if you can just fill out the custom values and have the funnels or web pages update for you, then it makes it a little bit easier. I think even having somebody asked if we could have graphics so that was showing where each one of these things gets updated. That might help too, but then it would kind of mess things up if you guys are rebranding or white labeling, or kind of like, rebranding these things to look however you want. So just going that way. So what I'm trying to do is provide as best descriptions as we can. Oh, is it possible to literally pay commercial partners rather than award points? I'm not sure how you would do it or tie that into your payment system. I'm not entirely sure about that, because typically, even if you look at so I'll just restate this. Is it possible to literally pay commercial partners rather than award points? So even if you look at something like First Promoter, even High Level, all that kind of stuff, they have manual payouts there too. So I remember when we were using First Promoter, you have to go into PayPal to go and send money to the people that you owe money to. And I think on the higher tiers, they had automated payouts set up. We don't have that set up in our thing. I don't even think High Level has that set up in their affiliate system right now either, where you can automatically pay out. I think it's still a manual step. I'll have to look into it, but because we're rewarding points, the only thing that I could think of that you could do is potentially use, say, like the Tango gift cards thing that we were talking about, and give people like a Visa gift card with their points value on that. Otherwise, I don't know how it would integrate with your other systems. It might have to be something like, I wonder if we could set up a Zapier or something like that, a Zap or something like that to PayPal to make a payment. That's a good thought, anyways. If you want to do that, because they could fill out a form, claim their payment, and then get that money sent to them. Otherwise, it might be a manual step. So what we could do is, I'll get to that in like 2 minutes here. We'll just finish filling out some of these things here. And then we'll go from there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, well, let me know what you find, Michael, about that, because even if we could do say a workflow to Zapier, or do the gift card thing and give like a monetary value that way, that would be cool. We could have it set up so that they fill out a form, and that form triggers some sort of payment um that way as well. I think that could work. So let me jump back in over here. So we have a social share description now. We have a couple different ones, because there's Facebook, and then there's just like text message, and there's just there's text messaging, and then there's also like social sharing on Facebook and stuff like that. So we have a couple of different sections where we can actually put the same descriptions and everything like that. So SEO title, this goes on the metadata for the page. So this is going to be shared out when it post is shared from Facebook. So check these guys out. I wonder if we can create custom default values for these things that would make sense for an industry as well. Check these guys out. They're awesome. And then the description here would be get your own reward system and earn 1,000 points, 100 points. Let's do 100 points. So then we have commercial. The commercial could be the same thing, but it might be a different points value. Commercial share body. We have the social share body, and then the subject is the same as the titles as well. So I've been trying to think about how we combine these so that we don't have to like copy and paste or make it the same thing over and over again. We could probably have it so just with your customers, fill it out once through the onboarding form, and then it would populate each one of these things for them. So this is a social media link graphic here, and it's shown as this one here. I actually have a Canva template that I'll put in here. But this is what'll be, this is the image that'll be shared out on social media when they go to share out. So this will be like the Facebook share image, and then it'll populate when they click on this image here too, or when they go to share through that. So it's going to show up like that. So I will get that template in there. That is one step. So then we can get into points. Now, we have 3 different levels of points. I'm actually going to write it in here. Just to make sure that you guys know too. Yeah, for sure. You can use it without being on SaaS mode. Absolutely. CJ just asked if she can use it on, or if they can use it on without SaaS mode. Yeah, for sure you can do it without SaaS mode. This is where you would have a little bit more, like, because you'd still have to manually set up their account if you weren't on SaaS mode. So let's go loyalty points here. So, okay, so let me actually, I'm going to leave that there and let's talk about this. So we have three different levels of points for referrals. We have invite points, lead points, and then referral points. Invite is if I filled out the form and I invited you to come check out this business, right? That is, then I can earn points for that. That's just for simply filling out the referral form here. This is me inviting a friend. I'm going to earn a couple points for that. You can decide how many points that person gets for that. You can give them no points for that. That's perfectly fine. Once that person fills out that form and or the person clicks on the link in the email that they get, or gets clicks on a link from social media, it's going to take them over to this page. And again, you can change this page. It doesn't have to be work with us. We have it set up so that you can actually change the path to go to any page that you've already have set up. You just want to have this form that's going to capture the referral ID. It's hidden in here right now. But when they come here, that referred person is then going to become a lead. And now you can give the referrer points for that person becoming a lead. Hey, you referred a good person to us. They've become a lead now. I'm going to give you a couple more points because thanks for the good info, right? So let's say, for example, here we're going to give them 100 points for that invite. We're going to give them 500 points for that person becoming a lead. Now, when that person actually becomes a referral, I'm going to switch these two around so that they're in the right order. We're going to give them, 2,000 points for that person becoming an actual referred customer. That person actually became a customer. So we have three different points levels there. And then you can do the same thing here. So let's say, for example, because we're talking commercials, again, the JV partner type thing, maybe we just want to give them a little bit less for the commercial ones. So these are supposed to be in the proper order. I'm going to check out and see why those aren't in the proper order, but we're going to go the loyalty share points. So here, this is the share points here for how many points we give for somebody sharing out on social media. I'm going to give them 50 points every time they do that. They can do that once every 24 hours and can't if they try to share again within 24 hours, it won't give them points for anything. I'm going to go down here, the commercial referral points. This one here is going to be 1,000 points. And then I think that's where we have the points. And there, I like what we ended up doing is going through and ordering these all so that they're all in the same groups. And I'd actually like to set it up so that we have titles in here, category titles, so that if you're setting up these sections that it's easier, so you're in the point section. The same thing that we did with I showed you that other document that had all the points set up there. So we have the business logo. Maybe I'll upload a logo right now. Let's see. We can find one here. I'm just going to upload that because it's there. So then we're into loyalty cards again. So if you leave a section blank, it's not going to show up, or we're just not going to use that section. So if you don't have a business you're not working with an industry where a loyalty card is actually going to work for them, then you don't need to fill this stuff doesn't need to be filled out, and it can actually be taken out of the onboarding form that we're building as well. But I'm going to go here. I'm just going to say free coffee here, free coffee, card number of stamps. This is either going to be 10 or 5. This is the number of stamps that we originally start out with. And then it's like buy 10 coffee, get 1 free. There. So that's the loyalty card stuff. I don't think these are actually, so the rewards offer text, I actually put in here. I'm not sure if this is used. I think that was a custom value from before. The SMS text is, this is going to be what's going to be sent out via SMS. I have to make sure that that's being used right now too, because we had a couple older custom values in there from when we originally built the system, and I'll just confirm that. So we have the rewards tech pass and rewards admin pass. They should actually be side by side. This is for technicians when they go out into the field. I'll kind of briefly show you guys how that works. And then we have the admin pass for when somebody goes to redeem a voucher. then they will fill out this information here. So this is, let me go here, go to redeem rewards. See if we can do previously redeemed rewards. I'm not logged into this one right now, so it might not have me. Let me go my rewards login. I'll just log in real quick. Okay, so if we go over to redeem rewards here, the admin password is going to show up when somebody redeems one of these vouchers. So let's go view details on this here. So this QR code, the business, so the person after they redeem points, they can come, they get this voucher, they can bring this into the business scans it with their phone or device or whatever, and it's going to take them to an admin page where they can then redeem those points. So they can do it that way, but they can also go directly through our leaderboard. I don't have it showed up here. Let's go right there. Yeah, so yeah, that's like Michael, yeah, no. This is your kind of backend. This pulls in all the custom values for the reward system and um lets you edit their custom values. This is directly pulled from their custom values. The onboarding form, the onboarding system that we're creating breaks this all up into multiple different sections so that they're not overwhelmed by a giant form like this. This is an easy way for you to go in and just update something for them if that needs to happen. Or if you're setting up the account manually and you know how the system works, you can go through here and you can go through and you can add all these values in for them kind of thing. What we even do for this is we have a PDF onboarding form where they can fill out a lot of the details and then we have a VA fill out this information for them. If you're not doing SaaS, then you could totally do that. Just have them fill out a form. Then you can have a VA fill out that information for them if you want to do that. If not, then we'll have this onboarding form and everything ready to go by next week, and it'll just be step by step. It breaks this all up into 8 different steps that makes it a lot more simple with explanations on everything. And we eventually want to get a bunch of white label videos in there too that explain what section you're filling out now for their system. So I'm just going to leave this blank right now. This is where we have work with us. But if you fill this out and change this information, it's actually going to bring you to a different path. That's where I was talking about before, where on the work with us page, you can actually have the redirect go to a different page. But we'll just leave this blank for now. So for example, you can go to my referral page or something like that. But I'm just going to leave it blank. Right now, QR code title, this is where we're getting into like the QR code page stuff. And I think, Michael, I think if we had categories here, even for agencies setting it up, it would help to simplify that as well. So get your own referral system. That's going to be at the top of the QR code page title. This is for print. This is for the print banner for the QR code. So this is going to say scan the QR code below. And actually, I'm going to make it so that we can put a lot of these things in by default. So it's set up and you can just adjust the values later on. Scan the QR code below and get a referral system of your own. There we go. We can upload a banner, 1200 by 600 pixel banner to go on. It's a printable page inside of the rewards page here. I'll just show you what that one is. Print QR code rewards registration, not that one. It is the print QR code page right here. So title, description, banner goes above it, and then the QR code is going to print out right there. It's a simple way of doing it. It's not the most beautiful looking type thing. I'm just going to leave this blank for now. So I'm going to turn these things on. So show rewards points button, show redeem button. This is inside of the dashboard now. Inside of here, it will turn things on and off in that sub account that we were just in. And then show transactions. Don't have to do anything else there. We're just going to hit update custom values. It's going to update our custom values for us. Take a couple minutes, or not a couple minutes, but a few seconds here to because it's going through and it's updating each one of these custom values inside of high level in the sub account that we were just in. So rewards, if we go over to custom values, we'll see those start getting filled in now for us. So you can see all these values now showing here too. And that is like the biggest part of the setup of this entire thing. So now if we have customers go through, what I'll do is I'll kind of go through each one of these sections. Now, if you guys like, I'll show you what each one of those do. So our custom values for these guys are updated. We have a couple different spots that we can go in to this system as well. So manage rewards. One thing either you'll want to do or your customers will want to do is come in here, and this is where we create rewards for showing up in our dashboard. So under this redeem rewards, these items here that show up here, this is where we manage each one of those things. So this is under manage redemptions here. So let's go back here. You'll see under each one of your locations, you'll see manage redemptions or manage rewards. Where were we again? Oh yeah, rewards demo here. If we open that up, it's going to open up in this page. And this is where we can go in. We can create any one of those reward levels. Now, I'm just going to use this graphic right there. Rewards title. Get a, yeah, I don't know. Free. I'm just gonna put free gift basket, something because I started off the whole thing with like a rewards side. So that rewards basket is going to be 5,000 points. We're going to show a gift voucher. One of the cool things that we've got three different options here, so you can actually embed a high level form in here as well. So the way we've set this up, so this opens up a ton of options for using high level and integrating with everything. Is you can do the gift voucher, which I showed you a few minutes ago there that we scanned. You can do that. You can also do a high level form. So you can take a form that you created inside of high level, embed it in this section right here, and then trigger any actions you want off that. And the way that we set it up is that once they fill out the form, we can make it so that that form isn't usable again until they redeem those points again. It's tied to a reward in our backend, and when they go to view that past reward, like we did, through this way. Here, I think we have one here. If I go view details here, we actually have this show up with a high level form. So it's going to capture the rewards ID of the reward that we have. And then they can fill out whatever details that you want here. This is great for coaches, consultants. If you guys want to redeem points for a gift card, if you want to do anything that is not something that they're going to scan a voucher for or print off a voucher, you can have this automated. Anything digital, giving them an ebook, giving them downloads. We use this a lot with the coaching industry as well, which I think is a great idea. So once you fill out this form, they're not going to be able to fill out this form again. It's going to track it based on that rewards ID, and that's going to go away. So anything that you want to do a one-time automated redemption for, have them redeem their points. They can fill out this form, and then you can send them whatever you want. So I think we were talking earlier. The question was, can we just send them money? This would be one way to do it. So if they redeemed a reward for, they had 500 points, they could redeem for $500. They could do that $500 form and then fill out the details here. And then based on that form, you could trigger an automation in your back end. And if you could automate sending money that way, that's one way of doing it. We're using this for, yeah, sending out ebooks, gift cards, I mean, quite a few different things. I think anything that you can automate through a high level automation now, and with their webhooks and everything that's out there now, it opens up a huge amount of opportunity for sending out or giving different types of rewards rather than printing off a voucher and then having to bring it in to the business and have the business scan it, the QR code. So there's that gift voucher. Let's go. I'm not going to embed a high level form because I don't have one here, but we've set this up so it'll automatically pull in your whichever form you want here too. Not a problem there. And then you have instructions. I'm going to take a look at that because that's supposed to be a little bit prettier than that is. It's just the instructions of fill out this form and you'll get whatever. Then we have the description. I'm going to change that just back to a voucher here. So redeem this, redeem 5,000 points for a gift basket from local businesses. My mouth is getting a little dry. I've been doing a lot of talking, so local gift basket. Okay, so redemption method. This is where you can put the details of when they go to redeem it. That'll show up on the voucher page to give them more bring this into our business, and we'll give you the gift basket kind of thing. Then we can make it active or we can archive this reward. If you make it archive, it's basically setting it as a draft. It's not going to show up on the front end. Active, it's going to show up in our reward options here. And then you can also decide, do you want this to only show up to the JV partners, the B2C ones, or do you want it to show up to B2B members, or do you want it to show up to everybody as a reward? So you can create different rewards for different subcategories of customers. So now this is going to show up in our rewards program, not in this right here because I just this is logged into a different account as in a demo as I'm going through this. So you know that what we're updating is where it's going to show up on the other end. One thing I'd like to point out too is, Michael, for customers editing their custom values, we've also set up this system here too. So we've broken up our sections into like 2 or 3 different sections, which it could be even more now that we've got it. But they can come in here without going to custom values and see these different settings that they can update on their own too. And it's the same as our backend. It's just broken up into 3 different pages: point settings, social settings, and business settings that they have access to. So there's that. So another option for them when they're redeeming rewards is to come in here. So if somebody prints off a voucher and they have a voucher that they've redeemed or whichever, the business can come in here and then they can search for different vouchers for stuff that has already been redeemed. Now, I don't have any vouchers that have been created yet or any redemptions that have been created yet because this is a new account. But we would see a list here of all our vouchers and similar to this, and the business can see details along with the unique code for each one of those vouchers. So the business can manage their rewards, they can manage redemptions, we can see our points leaders. We have our referral leaderboard as well for all the referrals that have come in, whether they have invites, leads, or referrals there. So that is that backend system. Does anybody have any questions about that? Let me know if you guys are still. Let me know if you guys are still with me because I'm still going on about it. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you guys have any thoughts about anything, or if there's anything that I've kind of glossed over that you'd like me to answer some questions about. Okay. So, um, which part is a little bit confusing to you? Okay, so Courtney asked, what's the difference between manage rewards and manage redemptions? Manage rewards is creates the reward items that can be redeemed. Okay. And then manage redemptions is going to be after somebody redeems this reward from their back end. This is they're going to see a list of the rewards. Let me go to I'm going to go to rewards here. This might be a better example because I have stuff in here. So manage rewards. So manage rewards is these are the rewards here that we've created. And then this is after people have redeemed points for those rewards. So the customer journey being like we sign someone up, we sign somebody up. How do they get into the system and have it set up? Is that what you're saying, John?
I'll just unmute myself. That's cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no
I mean,
problem.
yeah, the kind of just the bigger picture of the whole thing. Like, okay, we've got it set up. I'm a little like there's a spot where you can scan it, and I think that takes them into this area.
So
The
for a customer journey, for are we talking about the business?
all of it. Maybe that workflow sheet will help me too. But yeah, like so, we're
From
setting up all these rewards, and some of them are scanned and some of them are printed. I think I'm not super clear about that. Like someone brings in a voucher,
okay.
they let's say they scan. Let's say it's a QR code. They scan it with their phone. That's going to dump them into the administrative backend after they enter the password or whatever, and then you, I just don't understand what happens from there. I tried, I can't.
Okay. So I've been kind of going over just kind of what each one of these little pieces does. Let's say, okay, so we've got everything, we've got the custom values. So what we want to do is set up the custom values. Okay. Then either we're going to set up rewards for them, which are the
Yep.
rewards items that we just set up. I kind of jumped into that probably a little bit prematurely, but we're going to
No,
set up those rewards,
I'm pretty clear about that. I just
that
like
reward
when you're
item.
adding a reward, there's a couple different. You must be able to set it up a couple different ways to redeem it.
Yeah,
There's a spot.
so that's it. So the reward, they can redeem it of there's two different ways. So one is either a form that we embed
Yep,
inside
I
of
saw
that
that.
reward, or there's the voucher. Okay. So if we had this voucher here, the customer that would then either print off this voucher or
Mm-hmm.
save it on their phone and then they bring it into the business.
Mm-hmm.
The business then scans it with their phone
Mm-hmm.
or device that they have, or takes this unique code here, because there's a couple different ways of doing it, however we
Mm-hmm.
want to set it up for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They can take that unique code and come into manage redemptions and put that code in, and then they would see that there. So let's go.
So they just need like a tablet or something, or maybe
Yeah,
just their
or
phones
they
can
can
do it.
access this off their computer. So this is going to be see this here where they can see all the rewards. This is the one that we just redeemed,
Yep.
or we didn't redeem one today, but this they can search by code. So here, if I if I took that code, which I can't scan, but let's go here. I'm gonna go 1 2 3 4 5. Log in here. Oh, maybe it's 5679. Log in there. Oh, passwords don't match. Oh, I guess the password did match. Okay, so we can either process the certificate. So remember, I just scanned this QR code, took
Yeah.
me to this page, put my password in.
Okay.
It's going to tell me the name of the customer who got the voucher, and then um it's going to show me the gift card that we want. So this entitles them to $100 gift card. They redeem their points. This is the code here that was generated for them. The business just has to click. process certificate, and then it'll process that for them now. So if we even came back here, so this is just another
and then
way
you
of
would and then you would
doing it.
hand them $100 gift card.
Yeah. Then you manually pay them $100 gift card from your business.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, so for example, like a lot of businesses will have their own internal gift cards that they
Yeah,
use, kind
sure.
of thing. So then you just issue them an internal $100 gift card or give them $100 off their
Or whatever it
whatever,
happens to
right?
be. Yeah, and then you also were exploring that tandem card thing or whatever it's called
Yeah, so we've got the Tango card thing
thing.
too. So that's just another option if you don't want to give stuff internally. This is another option. So they bring, let's say they bring this gift card, this voucher in, and the business have this leaderboard open here with manage redemptions. They can search for that code and it'll bring it up here. And then they can click view reward and they can do the same thing. But this one's already been used because we just redeemed it a couple of
Yep,
seconds
yep,
ago,
yep.
kind of thing. So this is kind of like the business administrative backend here for the system
Yep.
for the reward stuff. And then this stuff is the front end, but we also have a somewhat front end type thing. So they don't have to log in. So this might be if they're in the field, if they're somewhere or doing something else, they could scan this, have it open on their phone, or if they don't want to be in the back end here, or if you don't
Well,
want them to be
right.
in
I
the
mean,
back
because
end.
I'm going to say that most like a bar, they're
Yeah,
not going to have a computer sitting there. They need to be able to do that shit lickety split.
yeah,
So scanning a QR code seems like as long as the person would have administrative rights to this, I guess they'd have to be set up as an admin.
yeah. So for this front end one, they don't. They just have to know the
Oh,
password to get in.
okay.
This and there's nothing else that anybody can actually do with this other than redeem a gift card. Like they could process it.
Yeah,
You know,
got
so somebody else got into it for some reason and was like, haha, I'm going to process this certificate. You know, it wouldn't,
it. Yeah,
okay, well,
really
you
get
just,
them. Okay, got it.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there may be once. I mean, I guess I'd throw out there that you might want to have some sort of administrative more than just a password, but that's cool. I mean, I'm not that worried about that right now, but just 2 cents for the future.
yeah, it's just for this, for redeeming that
Yeah.
certificate. And then
Yep.
once they filled in the details for that, password, on their device, they don't have to do it again. Kind of thing. So if you're on a phone, and yeah, if you have like one phone that you're using it, you don't have to have them punching that password over and over again if you don't want them to.
Oh, it remembers it just
Yeah,
through
just
the
remember. So it
cookie.
just through cookies, yeah,
Okay.
kind of thing. So it just remembers their login too. So that's kind of the process of them. Somebody coming in, earning points, going in, redeeming those points for a voucher, and um then the business, restaurant, whatever, just processing that certificate and saying it's done now. So inside of our back end here, yeah, we'll see that, I forget what the code was, but
That's it.
yeah, it's going to say that it's closed now.
No, yeah, for sure. You
So
definitely is
right
down.
here, so it says closed. So it's been used. And then we have a little bit of statistics here about that front end too. So yeah, that's how they can use points. Yeah, for a restaurant or something like that, it might be for a free meal or free entree or whatever you want to set up for them.
I guess the recommendation for a restaurant would be have a POS key. Although it doesn't, like, people have asked about the POS thing, but you could have a POS key that's like free free redemption or
Oh,
whatever,
totally. That's
free
100% what
entree.
we
So
do.
at least you're tracking that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, putting a key in the POS that says tracking that redemption. Yeah, for sure. You want like yeah, 100% recommend doing that.
And then the other thought, I mean, there's that manual way of issuing points, but like if we were trying to do a point per dollar kind of deal, is there really any good way to do a point per dollar? I mean, there's no way to do it really, is there,
The only way
effectively?
that we've had it is like using the way we've had it right, yeah, unless you can tie directly into their POS system, um, there's no good automated way to do that specifically.
And
Um,
you and Square is the only one that I've found really that's out there on Zapier. Do you know of any others?
yeah, no, I don't. Like Toast is locked down, Lightspeed's locked down. Um, I was talking with someone the other day about I think they have a Toast partner integration. They have so I want to talk with them about seeing if there's some way we can build something because they're using the reward system as well for restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to get a Toast partner integration before COVID. And then it seems like during and after COVID, Toast has locked it down. And because
Yeah, and
we applied a couple
I've
times and they
talked to
said no.
OnSpot, and they're the same way. They're like, oh, you have to apply, and then they want you to have 40,000 restaurant customers before they even consider it. It's like
Yeah.
a little. Anyway, I'll stop dominating time. People have questions. Thank you.
No, that's cool. That's perfect. I want to make sure that everybody's clear on this. That's the whole point of going over this today, so I can answer as many questions as possible and just kind of clear up any confusion about anything. So, Constantine asks, can we subtract points? No, but we can subtract points right now, but in the next couple of days I'll be adding that because you and I have been talking about doing the expiring points, and we're going to have to create a system for that, for
What
expiring
hap-
points and subtracting points.
if you do give points and put minus in front of it? What happens? Anything?
I haven't tried it.
Let's try it.
um
You're right there.
we could potentially try it. Let's go minus
Minus
100.
10. Yeah. Minus 25. Yeah. Doesn't like it, does it? Because you had
I don't
predefined
I don't
values.
know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that
Did it do it?
took away 100 points.
There
Um,
you go.
I am interested that's there though. I want to see if it would take away the points from my actual contact here in high level though.
Sure.
So I put yeah, so in the reward system in the back end there, it did it. It's probably going to be like we gave you 100 negative 100 points. Give points negative 100. There. So yeah, 14 439. This is my demo account, so points are a little bit different from setting stuff up. But yeah, I guess it did. It took 14 439. There you go. Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, well, we just, I'm an app developer guy,
Yeah.
so I do this stuff too. Someone asked the question. Courtney asked the question about redeeming things more than once up
Um,
above.
so yeah, so each voucher code is unique and you can't redeem the same voucher more than once. No, it'll check the system and it'll make sure it'll say no. So if you went, um, let's say we went here, we went back to redeem rewards and see previously redeemed rewards. Where is that CE one that we just opened up? Right here.
There.
It says redeemed, and then if we view details on that, um, it doesn't say that it's redeemed here, but if you scan this again, it'll take you to the page and say that it's already redeemed. It'll take you back to this page. Here, let's just do that.
What's the name of that widget you got up there?
For the QR code one?
QR code reader. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great for doing any QR code stuff online.
I do a ton. I do tons of it.
Yeah. Um,
Is there any use case, Courtney? Is there any use case you can see that having a multi-redeemable? I mean, I'm just asking questions on your behalf now.
Yeah, no, I guess I can turn my mic on too, huh?
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Oh
Much
yeah,
easier.
totally.
Yeah. So no, John, I was just thinking in terms of people being dishonest, and
Right.
maybe screenshotting and trying to do it twice. You always gotta protect yourself as a business from
Oh yeah.
dishonest people. So
Oh
I was
yeah.
just thinking in terms of putting my client in a position where they're losing money because people are redeeming
Jacking
these
the system.
coupons over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we've made it
Now,
so that if you have that form set up correctly and tracking the referral ID, they can only redeem that form once. The voucher can only be redeemed once. Um, that way, and then once we get into like promotions and stuff like that, we do have it set up so it's either they can redeem it once or once every 24 hours kind of thing as well.
what do you mean by that? Is that something different?
Yeah, so we have like so talking so you I know you're talking about restaurants. Um one of the things we have here, let's go. Oh, I didn't add promotions to the location. So I'll show you that. So this is just the rewards and referral here, but we also have promotions. So promotions, I'm going to add promotions here because this is the next thing I want to get into anyways, is we have the rewards demo. We're going to add this in here. Similar, we gave them access to this. There is a snapshot here that we can download for that. And if we go to manage promotions, this lets us, this is one of the most powerful things I think for restaurants that we can do. So let me go here. I want to do one thing. I just changed the menu thing around here a couple days ago. So smart rewards settings. I was supposed to show it here. But let me go manage rewards. It'll show promotions here. Promotions. We can create promotions for these different businesses that basically creates a VIP club for our customers. So when they log in, we can add them to the VIP club. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you one other thing, which is these guys, because this is a really good example of setting up the promotions manager for these customers. So we have the promotions manager down here. This is a restaurant that we're working with or driving traffic to these different promotions. And we can create these different promotions that are all tied to their own unique ID for it. And then we can drive traffic directly to them. And that's going to go under sites here. And then under promotions. And then we open this up. And this actually isn't tied to me as a customer, but let me go back. Let me go here because I just jumped into it. Let me look for Jason Orban here. So get them to sign up. We have them go to a page. We get them to sign up saying, yes, they want to be part of the VIP club. We send them an email and a text message that opens up their promotions page here where they can see whichever promotions they've signed up for. Now, we can use this to send out text messages. This is the VIP club that I was talking about, creating a VIP club where people get access to this and then they can see in here you can have events going on. You can have their weekly specials. They can have, if they have trivia night on Tuesdays, wing night on Wednesdays, you can have all that displayed in here. You can have their menu in here. You can have all those things so that when somebody clicks that link from their phone, it's going to take them into this promotions page, or you can have them scan a QR code or whatever, and then they can see coupons. They can redeem coupons. This has unique codes. You can have coupons that are single use, multiple use. You can have them. It'll show what day they redeem the coupon on, all that kind of thing. And I think it's super powerful for restaurants. This is what we've been setting up for a lot of our restaurant clients, is setting up a VIP program, send out a text message once a week, reminding people to come in, and you can do that. You can even link to online ordering. So if you had a promo there, you can set up a button that will go out to their online ordering, and they could order stuff online there too. So
Does it
there's
have to be a VIP club, or can it just go to a promotion, like just like a page, any page? Because like a lot of
it
people
doesn't
do
have to be a
promotions.
VIP club.
A lot of people, like
Um,
restaurant wise, just like every week they send out, or every week or two they send out a text message with a promo. And
yep,
can this could just serve as that promo? Are those trigger links too?
yep, these are trigger links, and everything's tracked in here as well. So it's just based off of their contact ID. So if you're using the system to send out text messages and emails and stuff like that, you can send them directly to the promotions page. It doesn't have to be a VIP club. They don't have to sign up for anything special to be a part of it. We're literally
Right.
just tracking it based on their contact ID and who's viewing these promotions, or whatever. You
Well,
don't even
dude,
have to
this is
have them
this.
subscribe.
I think this is more powerful than the last stuff you showed us
Well, for restaurants,
for
this is
restaurants.
amazing. For
Yeah.
restaurants, this is amazing. That's why in
So
here, this is why in here where we're talking about restaurants, I'm like, you can have loyalty points and you can have check-in for points, but then this promotions manager
Hell
is
yeah,
like
dude.
the big thing. And using the referral system to refer people to the VIP club,
Mm-hmm.
to whatever, that's huge. Right. So
yeah,
for
I agree.
restaurants, this is what we center all of our restaurant loyalty and stuff around
All right, we'll catch
is
up on the separate. I don't want to dominate time. I'm just keep doing it,
no,
but
this is what I want to get into though, is doing
No,
this. So
you
this is literally a snapshot. We install it the exact same way that we do before. This is actually included in the loyalty and rewards
yeah.
back end as well.
and I'm glad
It's included.
John raised that question because Jason, I don't have promotions in mind. I have smart rewards and loyalty cards, but not promotion.
Oh, well, if it's not there, you should send me a message and let me see.
You don't
So
never send a
I didn't
message if
even
you
know
don't
that was a
know.
thing.
Yeah, okay, well, let me see here. I'll just make sure it's added to your account. Just gonna I'll go do that right now.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, John. So you're not dominating the thing, man.
I keep
You're
talking
bringing up
though.
good
No,
questions.
I just yeah, I want like the whole goal for today is to make sure we answer all the questions
And
that we
Jason, I
can.
do want to tell you that I appreciate this, man, because I definitely needed it.
Oh,
So for you to take your time
oh yeah, we
and
got you
offer
all the
this
other
to
things
us,
except for promotions.
yeah.
Oh, they just weren't showing up there. So let's do that. And yeah, so you'll see promotions in yours now too. Yeah, so for restaurants, I mean we've made some big changes to this lately, but again, making this super simple so that your customers, if you give them access to the back end, they can come in here and they can create their own promotions. Let's just create this one here. I just want to make sure. Actually, well, I will not show it on the front end because this is actually live. So you can go in here, you can go to all subscribers, or you can go to we've have like 5 different promotional campaigns here: in-house promotions, mail promotions, PPC ad. So each one of these would get used once. Each one of these, you'd create a promotion for each one of those things, and then a custom campaign is just the standard one. But that's only if you want to show it specifically to people who have logged in. So if you have a form that has somebody opt into any one of these things, you can make it so that they will only see those promotions that they have access to. If you go this way, it's going to show to all subscribers on the front end here. So we can create an event, which gives you start times and dates, which could be a concert, could be music venue, could be whatever else. You can send that information out. Coupon code. This is show a coupon code where you're going to show a coupon code on the page, and then they tell the staff what that coupon code is. The other option is the staff gives them a coupon code, and we've used this a lot too, where it's like we've used both of them actually, both of them a lot, just to keep things simple. So you might have, if you're doing a single promo for the month, you could have 2-for-1 wings, and then they load this up, and then it says January 123 or something like that, and they just show the staff, and the staff is like, yeah, that's the right code, and then next month is going to change for whatever one. Or we can create a unique coupon code. It's going to ask them for a coupon code when they load the promotion. They're going to load the promotion. It's going to ask them for a coupon code, or it's going to ask them to request one. It will tell High Level to send them out a text message with the unique coupon code, and then they plug that in. They plug that coupon code in, and then it self-redeems, and then you get a message like this that says this coupon was redeemed on this day at this one. So today it would be, if I just redeem this now, it'd be like January 25th at 12:26 p.m. kind of thing, so that the staff can see that it was redeemed like 5 minutes ago or whatever.
So quick question with the promo section. So it's not going to generate a QR code, right?
No, you can use a QR code to get people subscribed to it. And we are using our QR code generator for that.
Wait, I don't have QR code generator either.
That is part of Power Tools. So some of our other stuff, same with our custom values updater and those kind of things too.
Okay.
This is a new, it's a dynamic. I'll go into that in a second. I'll show you that in a second, but it's a dynamic QR code generator. Lets you create a QR code that they can pop out just once, print it out once, and then you can change the URL of that QR code at any time.
Okay.
So yeah, so then we can put our date time here. We can go unique coupon code. We can say that it can be used on multiple visits or just one, and then we can go put title, subtitle, description of what the event or coupon or promo or whatever is. You can have a start date, so you can schedule promotions to appear and disappear in your promotions page here based on the dates that you wanted. So if you want something specific for a month, you could be starts on January 1st, ends on the 31st. It'll automatically take itself off the promotions page there, or you can tell it that it's always visible, and you can also create trigger links that can link directly to that promotion as well. Then you can also add the web links, which can go for tickets or addresses, email, phone number, all that kind of stuff inside that promotion, whatever you want to display.
So wait, you said tickets. So you could actually do tickets through that too?
We can't sell tickets, but I mean, you could, if you went to like Eventbrite or I don't know, Ticketmaster or wherever you want to sell tickets through to an event. You could also just set up if you wanted to, we don't have this set up, but you could set up a ticketing system inside of High Level, I'm sure, for giving them a ticket to an event. I don't know exactly how we would do that, but it's something to think about. Maybe that's something we have to add in next.
Well, I guess a question I have is it's almost like it's almost like if you just had a QR code that you one-time scan QR code, as long as you weren't selling it. I mean, if just to enter, right? You could maybe do it that way. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know.
Well, no, I see what you're saying,
system.
John. I see what you're saying, John, but I'm actually on the theater board, and last night we had a meeting and they were talking about ticketing. So I thought this was an aha moment. So that's why I brought up, but the tickets would actually be for sale. So that's why I was
yeah. For something like that, might want to use something like either Eventbrite or like I think there's like Ticket Hub or something like that where you can sell tickets for different things. I'm sure there's a way to come up with something inside of High Level to do it as well. To generate tickets, you could have it scan a QR code as well. I don't know. You could send out a QR code for a ticket as well, right? If we did something that way. Anyways, off topic, something different, but we could totally do something like that, I'm sure. So yeah, promotions, restaurants, this is what I would lead with. This is what we do lead with. And we have it set up right now so that When we have Facebook ads come in or in-house print campaign, we have in-house print, we have a mailer that has gone out for these customers, and then we also have a PVC ads that are going out as well. So this is a print campaign. Somebody goes, they scan a QR code on the printed piece of paper, takes them to a login page where they were or registration page, and then it comes through here and it just sends them out the email and SMS as they're being onboarded, and it tags them as a VIP member in there as well. So then we can see here where we are giving them we're adding this specific promotion ID for one of these things into their things. So we have a couple different campaigns automatically set up inside the promotions manager to handle those top 4 campaigns, which is PPC, print, in-house, and then birthday as well. So yeah, for restaurants, I feel like that's the most powerful thing, and that's kind of what I wanted to go over today, was just setting that up. So installing the promotions manager or installing the promotion system, basically all you need to do is come into promotions, because actually if you install the loyalty and reward system already, the promotions are in there, but the way we have it set up is that it's going to bring them into the dashboard so that they can see those promotions. I'll show you what that looks like. If you wanted to have the promotions thing on their own, which is what we're going to do inside of the restaurant snapshot, we have it set up so promotions is on their own and the dashboard is on its own. But we also have coding in here. I can probably actually just go into it there from somewhere, but here, I'll just log back in here. So it's going to take me into this page, but this is where we're going to see I have it set up so that we can see promotions down here too. It's embedded in our homepage for the rewards for the leaderboard. And then they can click on redeem coupon and it'll take them over to a promotions thing where you can, oh, this one is a form so that they can redeem this, or they can click on a form or an item down here. That's just a link that goes out. I think I was just doing a demo on that. But then here's like free churros.
Do you know if a way with the forms is there a way for them to use whatever it's called, so it's pre-filled, like with their name and stuff, like since they're logging in anyway or whatever?
Oh yeah, for this login?
Well, no, for the
my headphones are dying. Let me
like here or
yeah, can you have that can that be pre-filled since
yeah, it is pre-filled. If I just went to the page on its own, but if they come from any of the communications that get sent out, it's pre-filled for them.
Okay. That's what I want to know, because it seems weird to fill it out if you've already been there. Cool.
Yeah, no. So if I go yeah, so here's like you just redeem points, go to your loyalty dashboard. This will already have my login information up here, and it'll fill it in there. So
perfect. Yeah, perfect. That's what I needed. Thank you.
Yep. No problem. Yeah, so I hope we kind of stayed on track. I don't know if we got off, or if anybody has any questions that they'd still like me to answer. Those are like the 2 main things, specifically for restaurants. I would 100% have, and I do always have this set up for restaurants, event places, casinos, music venues. This is super powerful because you're sending out a text message saying, hey, here's our events, here's our promotions, here's our things coming up this week, check it out and then come on in, right? Super powerful. That's what this is. This can also be tied into the reward system. Like I was saying, we have this showing up in here as well. So you can, all you have to do is unhide a section if you have the promotions manager set up for this location. So this is our rewards location. We have the promotion manager on, and it's going to automatically pull in and display those promotions for us. You can decide if you want to have those on or off. Otherwise, they can come through here and earn rewards, redeem rewards, do all that kind of stuff. And for the most part, it's just filling out those custom values for both the systems, so that those are set up. And then for promotions, you come into the back end here under the promotions manager. And then you can edit and update those promotions and the whole point of this is making it super easy for customers, your agency customers, to come in and create their own promotions too. But I mean, we also have it so that you can decide not to display this if you want to offer it more as a service. Because I know there's a lot of agencies out there that, say, hey, we're just going to manage the promotions for them. Because a lot of restaurant businesses are pretty busy, right? So they might not want to create their own promotions and set stuff up and send out their own text messages. It all depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, but they also don't want to pay for you to do it.
Yeah, so I mean, most of our for the clients that we have that we're driving traffic for, the restaurants, we are typically we manage more of those for them, which is just like once a month. Tell us which promotions you guys what we want to run, kind of thing. Or they're like, hey, can you add this to the promotions manager or whatever? And we'll do that for them. And then we're also driving traffic to Facebook, Instagram, those kind of things to get more subscribers. But then we also have customers who just use the system on their own, and they create stuff and send out their own text messages. And I was telling someone the other day that you can go in, and when you create a staff member on here, just limit them to conversations contacts, and the extra stuff that you add in for them. And they don't need to see all the marketing and automations and messaging and all that kind of stuff that goes out.
Can you limit people on the ones that you've added on the like the promotions manager in the
I don't like, I think they'll show up. I don't think you can decide whether you want to limit somebody on those things specifically. But when you're creating a staff member, you can go in here and you can shut all this stuff off.
No, I know that. I just didn't know if you could shut off like promotions manager, but it doesn't look like they add those ones that you've added in or I add in. I've added several into mine stuff.
Yeah.
But we can't, those don't show up as a thing you can restrict, it appears.
No, I don't think so. It's just through the agency.
I'll make that suggestion to them. I've got lots of them.
Yeah, okay. So Constantine's asking if we can go through expirations. We don't have a system set up for expirations. I think, like, Constantine, you and I talked about it yesterday. And I was having a discussion with Michael, another Michael, about doing expirations for points. So here, maybe I'll just jump over to that, because I know it's a question that someone has here. Constantine, here, I'll tell you how I would set it up, and I can't guarantee that this is going to be the end way that we would have it go, but it might be something that we just I want to make sure that people are have a good understanding of how to set up this system and everything before I jump into extra things. I guess we've been going for 2.5 hours now, though. So yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'll jump over to showing how we can expire points.
Before you do that, Jason, do
Yeah.
you mind? I have a quick question.
Yes.
When someone signed, first, I guess two-part. I saw the promotions. I love the birthday promotion. I think a couple of the prospect clients that I have would love that feature. But would that mean with that on the form that we have to add the a field for them to put their birthday in to and if they do that, could we plug that into an automation, whereas maybe a week before they actually birthday month, it'll start to send out that promotion, and if they don't redeem it by their birth date, then they can send it again or whatever.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
so let's go into here. I'm gonna go to restaurant promotions. Birthday reminder. Right here, high level has a birthday reminder trigger. So if they have a birthday, you can um um so when they fill out their form, they can put their birthday in. We have a birthday reminder trigger here. This is going to fire when it's their birthday, and you can have it send out an SMS based off of their birthday. Then we have a wait and reply kind of thing based 24 hours later off of that. And then a couple other things. So I can send you this over as well. This is going to be in the restaurant one that we have for birthday reminders. But inside of high level, they do have they do have a birthday reminder. There is a trigger here that will get fired off of when it's somebody's birthday automatically, and then you can do whatever you want off of that.
But they still would have to enter the actual
They still
birthday
need to
into a
enter their
form,
own
right?
They still need to enter their birthday when they
In the
subscribe.
form. Yeah, yeah. And then the last question I had, I guess, ties to that is the once someone fills out their the information to enter the rewards or loyalty program, that information automatically gets added to our contacts and or the client's contacts in
Yep.
Go High Level, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. They yeah, as soon as they register, they're added in contact. So I mean you could add a birthday field in that loyalty program there too on that registration page. I don't think we have it on there, but I mean it could be added for sure. And then yeah, if you collect their birthday info, yeah, you can trigger off of their birthday because that they high level already has those fields and everything in there. Okay, so Constantine, I don't know if I have. Okay, so I'll talk about this for a second. So I think with the restaurant with doing a points expiration, I don't have it all worked out right now. Here's my vision of how it would work, and we could do it um through automations is here, maybe I'll do it in this one here, and then maybe we can move it over to the other one. But I think what we'll need to do, and there's probably a couple questions that I have, there's a couple things that I have questions about of how you would imagine points being expired for your customers. So right now, what we can do is we can take their total amount of their points, and every time that they earn points, we can bump up a points expiration date. So let's say, for example, we wanted to expire points after 6 months, right? Say it's January, you earn points at the end of June, those points are going to expire. So we want to notify them in May and June and let them know that those points are going to expire. That's fine. In But if they earn points in say like March or April, then we're going to bump that expiration date back another 6 months. That's cool. Now question I just had that popped into my mind, and maybe you can answer this. I don't know if Constantine's still around or not. Yeah, I see you right there. Maybe you can answer this. If we expire those points, do those points all go away then? Do we just remove those points from their account? Or do we just say that those points are expired? Because the easiest way that I can think of is that we end up removing those points from their account.
Yeah, I think that they need to be actually removed because you will have the history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any manual situation, we always can add it back. But generally speaking, they should go.
Okay. So what we'll need, I'll set up the kind of the framework of how I think it would work, but what we'll need to do, and we don't have this built, is we probably need to do, we can either subtract their points, kind of like what we did earlier with the negative points, take points away, or we just create another webhook that is a expire points. And I think that's probably the better idea. because then we can, then if they log into their account, they'll see that they earned points, but then they'll have another tagline that says, 500 points expired kind of thing. And it will take away all the points that they current have. It'll still show them the lifetime points that they earned, but their current points will be 0.
Okay, and they also will have a history, what happened to their points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't, honestly, I don't think we should build it today, but I think like this afternoon or tomorrow, I can probably put that together and then add that into the system, and I can send that over to you
Okay. Yeah,
as well.
I thought we are gonna, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry. Just because I realized, I think it was this morning that, I had that one question, but then also we should probably have a webhook that says that we're taking points away, right? Like an expiry. And then have it show up in their notifications or their transactions showing that those points expired on a certain day.
Yeah, that's right.
So where they just don't see that there's like 0 points in there. Because we could remove the points doing a negative balance on on the give points action, but then I think that's just going to look weird. So I think I've got it mostly logically figured out in my head. Basically, we're going to create one workflow that we'll go from every time they earn points. So inside of here in our reward system, every time that they earn points, what we'll do is we will add them to another workflow that we'll have one workflow that basically has a 6-month time frame, and you can set the date and time on that if you want. That will give them notifications throughout. Every time they earn points, we'll remove them from that workflow and add them back to that workflow. And then it'll basically reset the clock on them. So 6 months later, it will say, hey, you got, or 5 months later, it'll say you got 30 days to spend these points. But if they earn more points anytime during that time, remove and add them again and start the clock over.
Okay,
And
that would be on top of the emails with reminders about the points.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll remind them all about those things. So I think that's the best way to go about and do it. But I think we do need to create a webhook that explains it a little bit better rather than just like taking away the points, because I'd like to see it saying that 500, whatever they have for their current points have expired, and then we subtract that.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Courtney asks, how do we add a text number or a phone number for texting, assuming we have an A2P? All you need to do is just have the phone number in there, and it'll be the default phone number, and then you'll be able to send out any messages from there. You don't need to actually assign a phone number to our system at all. As long as you have a phone number under phone numbers, and it's the default number. Probably can't show you that one because there's no phone number there. We just created that account. Phone numbers. Yeah. Anyways, as long as you have a default phone number in here, the SMS messaging and everything. Oh, I guess I'm in rewards, not one of our main accounts. This is a demo one. So it will send out the SMS for you. Can we get how to change accordingly? The CJ is asking. Can we change the branding of the menu link of the loyalty rewards program? You know what, CJ? Here's what I will do is, yeah, so Courtney, same thing with email. CJ, I will add, here's what I'll do, okay? In our agency backend, under Smart Scripts, I will add a CSS section for rewards under settings here, so you can update the leaderboard link. Okay, so you can you can change the header graphic or the header background right here, because I think we have it as just a CSS gradient right now, and I'll add that in so that you can change that. Does that make sense? Would that work for you? All right, CJ said that's great. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. So let me know if anybody else has any more questions. What my goal is with this is to make it I want to have, this is the start of basically having recipes that for each of your industries. If you have a specific industry that you would like to see, please let me know, because ones that we're working on right now, it's the restaurant one, fitness, salon and spa, rewards. I think we're starting off with those three specifically for getting those put together. You guys will have access to those, so that you will be able to just kind of drag and drop those snapshots into your system, and then you'll have these things kind of all ready to go along with onboarding and that, so that we make it as easy as possible for you to set stuff up. Otherwise, I mean, right now it's an a la carte type system. You decide which pieces you would like to have and where you would like to have it. But I know that can be a little bit overwhelming, a little bit confusing. So I want to make it so that it's as easy as possible. Our first restaurant one should be done early next week, and I will get that out to whoever wants it. It'll be available for download in our backend system here under snapshots. Other than that, I think we should look at wrapping this thing up for the day. We got about 10 minutes left, and then we've been on for about 3 hours. So it's been a great session. I appreciate that you guys have all been here. I think we've covered a lot. I think we've answered a lot of questions. I hope that I've made things a little more clarified things a little bit more for you guys. And my goal is to make this as easy as possible. Chandel asked me yesterday, she's like, who's this system for? Is it for, like people who are very technical or people who are not very technical? And I told her that my goal is to make this as easy for someone who's not very technical as it is for someone who is technical to just implement. So there's not a lot of back and forth. There's not a lot of head scratching. It's really just ready to go. And I think that's where the niche snapshots come in, because there are so many different avenues that you can go down with it. But us creating those recipes and giving you a really good foundation of using this system is going to be huge. So yeah, let me know any feedback, questions, or anything else you guys have before we wrap it up for the rest of the day. I can send them out in an email. The docs from today, I will send those out in email. I'm also going to put them under in here. If you go to training resources, you'll see it under loyalty and rewards. Okay. Same thing same thing we have here. So I think I'll have a section here for docs on how to set this up. I think under the create custom values, you can see it here. I think there's another doc link to the SOP. For some reason, that's not showing up there, but I'll take a look at it and I'll put it in there. Is there a new snapshot for 2024? Yes, there's a little bit of an update from this morning. It's not into the rewards on the rewards page yet. I'll go and get that there this afternoon so that you guys can download that. Oh, if I click always for Google Docs, it's going to show me the SOP. This is the first SOP we have in there, which kind of walks you through a bunch of things. But then this one here is kind of like the overview of setting up and the thoughts behind it. Yeah, the recording will be available as soon as we're done, and hopefully I can break it up too and break it into different sections so it's easier to read. We'll also put the summary with it as well. So we're using that Fathom thing as well. So that'll make it so that we can really do a really good summary of the video and what sections cover which. All right. Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me for the last 3 hours here. I know it's been long and we went over a ton of stuff, and I appreciate you guys asking all the questions that you guys did and hanging out with me. And I look forward to doing more of these more in-depth things so we can answer more questions and make sure that you guys get rocking and rolling and doing everything that you guys need to do. All right. So onboarding automation next week. I will have that ready to go, and we'll probably cover it on a Tuesday call. Courtney just asked about the onboarding automation. I'll have that ready to go, and yeah, we'll cover it on Tuesday, and I'll also put that in snapshots too, so you guys can access that. Which we'll use the custom values updater for updating all of our things. All right, cool. Well, again, man, you guys have a great rest of your day, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. I am off to a couple hockey games with my daughter, and we have a local hockey tournament this weekend. So it's going to be a busy weekend. But yeah, we'll be around all day tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, again, you guys can reach me on Facebook there or however. And then other than that, we'll see you guys next week. All
Thanks,
right.
Jay. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys. All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right, thanks, bro.
Bye.
Later.